Hi, welcome back. Today I'm going to be assembling the letter E, and I'm going to show you which file I use for my 3D letters. I'm also going to be showing you a file that is completely free, and to my surprise, it wasn't what I was expecting, but it was a lot of fun putting together. So starting off, I'm using the Do It Paper file, 3D letter file. It comes with the complete alphabet and the numbers. And what I'm doing here is pressing down on each tab. The lines are already scored, so it makes it easy to know where to press down. And I'm just going to do that through each tab. For this letter, I'm making it a size 6-inch, and it comes with 6 tabs. So I'm just putting it together. I'm making sure that each tab fits my letter E. And I do this with every letter, but specifically the letter E because I always have a hard time with it. If you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, you know that I had the hardest time putting together this letter. It could be that I'm just a little rusty with my letter E. I've taken about 3 months off, and so this was the first time I was getting to it, and I had the hardest time putting together. But I went ahead and made sure that each tab fit my letter E. Each tab had a connecting tab, and I just took my time with it. This video is sped up just a little bit. Just keep that in mind, but in total, the letter E took me about 10 minutes to put together. As you can tell, I'm taking my time here, making sure that each tab just fits well. I think what happened the first 2 times of making this letter a couple of days ago, I had a hard time because I was kind of rushing it. I was a little tired, and I also was using black cardstock, so it made it a little hard for me to view correctly the tabs and making sure that it aligned correctly. So what I did at this point is that I made sure that each one was showing up correctly and it aligned with the tab. What I'm doing here is using my bone folder tool that I use for rolling flowers, and I'm just making sure that I press down firmly on that tab, make sure that the glue is adhering to the paper and it's not loose or wobbly. I'm using my beacon glue, and I only really like to use beacon glue when making 3D letters, and the reason for that is because beacon glue is very sticky, but you'll see that when I put my letter together, sometimes it comes off on one end like it did right there. Other times it just doesn't align correctly. And with the beacon glue, it just gives me time to go back and fix them. Even when I'm done with the letter, I can still maneuver it and still pull on some tabs if they're not aligned correctly. And so I just like using beacon glue for that reason. With any other glue, it just dries up too soon, and I'm not a pro yet, I guess. I can't use hot glue just yet because I cannot align my tabs to my letter fast enough. And then by the time that I realize that it's off, the glue has already dried and it has messed up my letter. I'm also a little sloppy when it comes to adding beacon glue, I'm not gonna lie. Of course, I'm not adding like globs of glue, but sometimes I do get a little carried away. And what I've seen is that it's okay because beacon glue is kind of like a silicone glue, a cold silicone glue, and what happens is if I do get a little bit of excess glue, I can just like either rub it off, or if you have one of those eraser squares from the Dollar Tree, you can just rub it up against the cardstock. The glue will either roll up into a little ball and you can just flick it off or dust it off, and it's okay. So that's another reason why I like to use beacon glue on my 3D letters. It is a little forgiving and it gives you time. I added glue to all of the tabs on top and then added my final layer to my letter. And I'm just pressing down, making sure that the letter E adheres to the tabs. And if I need to pull it on any sections, I use my nail and just like pull it through a little bit like how I'm doing there. and making sure to press down so that it sticks nicely. If I need to add more glue, I'll go ahead and add more glue wherever I need to. This file again is from Do It Paper. She's on Instagram. She has courses and has her Etsy shop where she has SVGs available. I really like this file. Again, it's not available anymore, but I did send her a message on Instagram asking her if she'll ever bring them back or if she'll consider relisting them. I really enjoy this file, and I'm going to show you in a minute how it uploads along with the other one, which is this one here. It's from Jennifer Maker, and I thought I was going to be making a 3D letter. It ended up being a box, which is actually kind of fun. I wanted to give it a shot anyways, so I'm going to show you how I put that one together. This one was kind of fun. One of the tabs is already attached to the letter, which I thought was pretty cool. They have little shape cutouts on each tab to tell you which one to connect to which. And overall, it cut well, and I was really happy with it. It took overall about 8 minutes to put together, so not very long. And she has the complete alphabet and numbers available on her website for free. You can download it. I think you need to subscribe to her mailing list, or her newsletter, which is fine. I went ahead and subscribed and was able to get the passcode and downloaded the file. Super easy, and this is what I ended up making. Again, it turned out to be a box, a letter box, a 3D letter box, which is cool. I ended up trying to make something fun for my husband. I didn't want to waste the letter, so I just ended up making a little treat box for him. I'll show you in just a minute what I ended up doing, but super easy, and I'll let the video play so you can see how I assembled the rest of the letter. Again, I just want to say that each tab has a shape cut out to it, and it made it really easy because you just look for the shape and connect them. Do It Papers doesn't have that, and I think that that's why I struggled with my letter, was because I was trying to figure out which tab went where, and I was really focused on making sure that it all aligned correctly. So I'm going to show you in just a minute another file. It's from Nilmar, and it's available on Etsy. Hers is probably one of the most popular ones as well, and I purchased that one when I first started, and I'm going to show you and tell you all about each file. So give it just a minute. Once this is done, you'll be able to see on Design Space how I upload them and what they look like. And this is what the 3D letter looks like. Again, it's a box, and I thought it would be super cool. I just put a little kiss on there, and I put enjoy, and I'm gonna fill it with some fun things for my husband. I don't know, I haven't decided what I want to do, but just thought it'd be cute to decorate it a little bit instead of throwing it away. And this is what the Do It Paper file 3D letter looks like. I'm gonna show you the 3 files that I have on my desktop. One of them I only use for my 3D letters. The other one is the one we tried out from Jennifer Maker. But this one here is the pink one with the black. That one is from Do It Paper. She's on Instagram, she's on Etsy. This is her old file. She doesn't have this file anymore, but this is the only one that I ever use. And what I like about this one is that it has the multiple tabs there. If you can see, there's 6 tabs there. And that really just, I like that they're short because it allows me to stretch out the letters as much as I can. I don't want that extra layer, so I just took that one out. And pretty much I just ungroup it whenever I'm getting ready to like work on it. I'm gonna make all of the tabs and the letter the same color because I never have my tabs one color and my letter one color. It's always all the same. So I'm going to go ahead and change that to black. And what I like to do is I like to make the line, it has it right now as a cut line, and I don't want a cut line, I want a score line. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna highlight each one, and here I'm just trying to like balance my phone and show you, but pretty much I do it all at once, but for the sake of this video I'm showing you one by one. And so what I'm gonna do next is I'm just gonna change it to white to show you the score line. If you can see, it's like dash lines. And I'm gonna go through each one and change it. I don't know why it's tan, it's just showing up that way. That's how it was uploaded. And so again, I'm gonna go to each one. It says basic cut, and I'm gonna put score, and you're gonna see score is the dash lines, and that's what we want when we're making 3D letters. If you leave it straight cut as a line, it's just your Cricut's gonna cut right through it. So again, I'm just gonna go and highlight that one. I'm gonna change the color to white so you can see it just for the sake of this example. And then you see the line is straight across. It has it as a basic cut, and we're gonna change it to score, and then you're gonna see the dashes on there. I use a stylus pin, and I also have a scoring wheel. I think that's what it's called, a scoring wheel. I don't really use it that much, but on my maker I use it. And that's pretty much it for this one. This file again is from Do It Paper, and I love that it has the extra layers on there because I like to layer up my 3D letters. And so again, I like this file. This is the only file that I use. Unfortunately, she doesn't have this file available. Her other letters are more round and curved, and this one is not available on Etsy anymore. I did message her. I'm waiting for her to reply to see if she'll ever bring them back, but pretty much that's it for that one. This one is the Jennifer Maker file that I tried out today, and when I opened this one I was like, whoa, what is going on here? So I quickly understood that she has a single layer on top of each strip, and if you can see here, each tab, each strip has its own little layer on top of it. I rarely ever do that. Actually, I don't ever do that. So I went ahead and deleted it because I only wanted the letter. I didn't want the extra strips on top of it. So I went ahead and took them off, and I'm only gonna leave the shadow or the layer on top, the E, the green one. I'm only gonna leave those ones on there, and I'm gonna take everything else off. I also quickly realized that for the E, the tab is actually attached to it, which I was kind of excited because I didn't know what to expect. Like, I honestly uploaded it and I didn't know what to expect at all. So I went ahead and, again, same example, I turned it white, and this one here has all of the lines straight across. We're gonna go ahead and attach it for now, and then we're gonna go back and look at the basic cut, and we're gonna actually change that to score. We want all of them to score because we don't want our Cricut to cut it all straight across. We want the score line or the dash line depending on what you're using. The next file we have is the Nil Mar file, and the letters are pretty similar, like they're boxy and they look very similar. The only difference is that her file has the long strips attached. So if you see, it only has 3, and then Do It Paper's file has 6. What that's gonna do is it's gonna limit you on the size that you can make if you're using 12 by 12 mats. For me, I only use 12 by 12 mats. I don't have the 12 by 24, and I kind of refuse to purchase them, but whatever, that's another story. And also I love that Do It Paper already has the layers for you. This was before the offset was introduced to Cricut, and I didn't want to learn any other way to do layers, so I switched it up to Do It Paper. For the Nil Mar file, she gives you, each file comes with 2 different options. It comes with, so there's the letters, the numbers, and the accents and signs. You can go to like the letter E, and then when you go to select the option you want, it has the dash line score or the single line score, and you can choose whichever one you want for that one. Again, it's so popular. This one, almost every crafter has the Nil Mar file. For me, I just rather go with Do It Paper, but unfortunately that one's not available, so Nil Mar is another good option for you.